Kevin Nance. Kevin Nance. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Nicholas YouTube channel. Today is Way Back Wednesday, and today we're looking at Kevin Nance's 2012 Nationals deck list. I think this is the second place deck list. I know John Roberts got first, and I think Kevin Nance got second. I could be wrong. Let me see if it says right here. No, it doesn't say. I think he got second though. I remember an Eels deck got second, so I'm assuming it was Kevin Nance. But this is his deck list. Like I said, this is 2012. I was going to play the first place deck list, but I don't have a lot of those cards, and they're hard to get. Like, it does play like a Groudon EX and a Kyogre EX, and those cards are really hard to come by on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. And also, next week, I should have more World decks and not just Pokemon Trading Card Game Online stuff. I'm trying to switch it up as best I can, but it's hard to go really far back with the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, just because they don't have everything. They only go back to like 2011. If that, it just goes back to black and white, maybe a little bit before that. What am I kidding? It's way before that. I'm not exactly sure how far back we can go, but like I said, next week we'll start World decks. But here's the list. We'll go over real quick. The deck plays 2 Smeargle, which Smeargle is used for Portrait. Once during the turn, the Smeargle is your active Pokemon. You look at your opponent's hand. If you do choose a supporter card, you find it there and use the effect of this card. So basically, this Pokemon power becomes a supporter. So you can play 2 supporters that way. Also, if you switch, you can play 3 supporters that way. It does count for each one. So that way you can just try to set up faster. That's why Smeargle is there. Everybody played Smeargles, I think. I'm like 99% sure every deck did. So that's why Smeargle is really good. A good set of Pokemon. Now it does play my boy Shaman. Shaman Celebration win. Once during your turn, you play Shaman from your hand onto your bench. You can move as many energy cards attached to Pokemon as any way you like. So basically, when you attach a Shaman, you can pick up all the energies and put them down any way you want to. Shaman was really good. Just help to move around the energies if you need to. If somebody had energies that was just gonna die, or if you just wanted to power a big Mewtwo and one-shot something, you can do that. Now the deck does play 1 Raikou. Raikou has 170 HP. Thunderfang for a lightning and colors 30, and if you flip heads, the Pokemon is not paralyzed. But this card was mostly used for Bolt. Discard all lightning cards attached to this Pokemon. This deck does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply a weakness or resistance for the bench Pokemon. Now this is mainly used because Tornadus EX was big back then. So Raikou EX could one-shot the Tornadus EX because it would do 200 for it. There might be some other stuff. You can one-shot like Odysseus before they evolved into Vileplumes, because Vileplume did make this deck kind of struggle. There might be some other things, but I can't really remember exactly. I guess if you want to kill opposing Tynamos maybe, but that seems kind of a waste. So that's why Raikou is in there. Now, interesting, Kevin did play a 3-1 Tynamo. 3-1 Tynamo line, so he played 4 total. But he plays this one. This is the most one that people use. Tynamo 40 HP and a lightning. Flip a coin if heads and if your Pokemon is not paralyzed. It was pretty good if you could attack turn 1, and like if you had attack with Tynamo mode, you could, and just try to paralyze your opponent, slow them down. And it did play 1 Tynamo that does Spark. Spark does 10. It does 10 to when you bench Pokemon. The math might be in there somewhere. It might has something to do with the Mewtwo math. I'm not 100% sure. It might help with killing Darkrai's. But it's been like what, 3 years since it's almost been 3 years since this deck since it's made its presence at Nationals, so I can't really remember why Spark was in there. I'm pretty sure some people will know exactly why I was in there. And of course it does play 3 Eelektrik. People were playing 4, but Kevin did opt to play 3. Eelektrik has the ability Dynamo. Once during your turn before you attack, you may move it. You may attach as a lightning energy card from discard pile to one of your rich Pokemon. It is basically the Bronzong that we have now, but instead of metals, it's lightning. So it's pretty good. We see even now that Bronzong is pretty good. So of course, Eelektrik is going to be good. And it does play one Eelektros. Now Eelektros has a, it does have the first attack, Suction Heal, which is a lightning at DC 40 and heal damage. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you do to the defending Pokemon. And then Slurp Shakedown. Switch to defending Pokemon with one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage to the defending Pokemon. Now this is mostly bring up Vileplumes. For those who don't know, Vileplume has an ability where each player can't play trainer cards. So once you Slurp Shakedown, you can bring up Vileplume and two-shot it that way. I think it had 110 HP. It might have 120. I know it does two-shot it. It might have 100. I don't know. It's one of those. I know it doesn't have 90, but it's 100 between. It's a toss-up between 100 and 120. So that's what Slurp Shakedown was in there. Just kind of kill the Vileplumes. And also, if you need to kill some of the bench and you don't have any catchers left, you can use Slurp Shakedown that way. It did play one Zekrom. I guess for the outrage damage, or just a good Pokemon to kind of put up there active. Turn 1, because he does have 130 HP, and that was kind of hard to hit in the early game. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning, guys. It's been a long day. And you also can use Bolt Strike for 120. I guess if you slap a plus power on him, you can one-shot like the other 130 HP Pokemon. So it works out that way. I think it's mainly used for outrage and to kill like lightning weak Pokemon like Tornadus, like I said earlier, or maybe a baby Tornadus. So. But the main thing of this deck is Mewtwo. Now Mewtwo has the attack X-Ball, does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to this Pokemon and the defending Pokemon. Mewtwo was the biggest attacker of the game back then at 2012. So that way you kind of just X-Ball and just one-shot whatever you want to. You just put a lot of energies on it with Eelektrik, and then attach DCEs to it. And that way you can start one-shotting stuff if you want to. And that's the deck. And let's go over the trainers, and that's the Pokemon, not the deck. Well, we'll go over trainer supporters. Dual Ball, flip 2 coins for each head, search your deck for a basic Pokemon. Show it to your opponent and put it into your hand afterwards. If you do, shuffle your deck. You shuffle your deck after you get the Pokemon, of course. And this is just to help get Dynamos or Smeargles or whatever you need out turn 1. The deck will play 4 Junk Arm. Junk Arm, discard 2 cards from your hand. Search your deck for a discard pile for a turn card. Show it to your opponent and put it in your hand. And you can use this to discard lightnings. That's how you get the lightnings in the discard to use a Dynamotor. And of course, you can grab any of these cards up to the switch. So you couldn't grab supporters, but you can't grab Junk Arm either. So that way you can use any of these trainers like Max Potion or Plus Power or Catcher. So back then you kind of did Catcher because Catcher was probably the best card in the format. The deck will play 2 Level Ball. Search your deck for 90 HP Pokemon or less. These ones get Eels, Dynamos, Shaved, Smeargles. And that way you can just kind of set up really quick with the Dual Ball and Level Ball. It's a good combination to search out Pokemon. Wait, Dual Ball can also get Mewtwo's and stuff too. The only thing Dual Ball can't get is Eelektrik and Eelektros, but Level Ball can get the Eelektros. So the deck will play 2 Max Potion. Now this is because if you played against Darkrai, they couldn't one-shot you really. So Darkrai would do 90 to you, and then you Max Potions, and then you would start piling up a bench Mewtwo with Dynamotor, and then you would retreat the active Max Potion Mewtwo, and continue the cycle of Mewtwo and Darkrai. Darkrai was kind of the big deck then. It was the deck you had to take down, and Darkrai, well, it didn't make it to the finals in John Roberts' deck, but I don't know. The deck did play 2 Plus Power. This is just kind of helping the Mewtwo war. 20, 40, 60, 80. If you have 2 energies on you and the other opponent Mewtwo has 2 energies on it, you can just slap a Plus Power, and that way you can one-shot the Mewtwo's, and that way they're either committing 3rd energy to knock you out, or also they play their own Plus Powers. So that's how Plus Powers were the good then for the Mewtwo wars. Pokemon Catcher. Switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon. And now it is a coin flip, but this one is as you see, it just automatically does it. But now it's a errata where you do have to flip a coin. So that's why it was so strong then, because you just break it with every Pokemon you wanted and kind of knock it out. So that's why it was really good. It does play 1 random receiver just to kind of help search your supporters, but you can also Junk Arm for a random receiver to get a supporter, because since you can't Junk Arm for a supporter, that's why the 1 random receiver is in here. It does play 1 Super Rod. Let me go over random receiver. Sorry, just in case people don't know who it is, what this does. Reveal the cards from top card of your deck until you reveal a supporter card, put into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So that way you just flip over cards till you hit a supporter. Let's play one Super Rod, Shuffle 3 in combination of Pokemon and basic energies for discard pile into your deck. Usually you're not putting energies, you're putting Pokemon that got knocked out that you need, maybe like a Mewtwo, a couple Eels or something. Place 3 in, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw as many prize cards that you have remaining. Both you and your opponent do this. 4 Juniper, and which discard your hand and draw 7. And then you have 4 Professor Oak's New Theory, which is shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 6 cards. So that's really good. Now it only plays one Sky Arrow. This is because everybody is playing Sky Arrow. Everybody is playing 2 or 3 Sky Arrows. Sky Arrow Bridge. The retreat calls of each base Pokemon play has 1 less retreat. That which gives most of these Pokemon free retreat. It does give Raikou free retreat. Gives Smeargle free retreat. Gives Shaman free retreat. Gives Tynamo free retreat. The only Pokemon that doesn't have free retreat is Eelektrik because it has a 2. Electros because it has 3. Zekrom which has 2. And Mewtwo, which you have 2, but you do play the 2 switch. I don't think I went over this, but you just switch to active with one of your bench. So, and then of course 4 DC and 8 Lightning, just because you have the DC for Mewtwo, and if you need to, you could attach with Raikou. But that's the deck. Hopefully we can get a good game online. It's kind of hard to beat decks in the 2015 area with this, but I'm gonna try. I have done a couple of times because Mewtwo is still one of the best cards in format now. And I mean, Mewtwo was always really good. And it's still really good now, like I've said. So, alright, let's see the deck in action. Okay, let's see who we're playing against. We're playing against Bloody Hawk, playing a Steel, Psychic, and Dark deck. And also, I want to thank you guys. We hit 300 subscribers today, or yesterday, I guess. And that's really amazing to me. I know 300 doesn't sound like a big number. Everybody else is like, you know, like a lot of the Pokemon YouTubers have a bunch. But I mean, that 300 is a lot to me. But we do win the coin flip. We do get to go first. Also, in 2012, when you get to go first, you could attack. So I wish there was a way to implement like different worlds options into here. So here we see a Evital, a Malamar, and a Murkrow. Okay. I think we're just going to end straight up. I'm playing catcher, just try to get one in the discard pile. And I'm actually going to bring up this Murkrow, I think, just because he has to attach an energy to kind of retreat. And we don't want to attach energies to, we don't want him to attach energies to Malamar because Malamar puts me to sleep. So here I'm going to end. I should have played the random receiver. Oops. Here on Level Ball, we'll get a Tynamo, start sending up Tynamos. And his deck is weak to lightning, so that's pretty cool. And here a Portrait, which we get to use one of my opponent's cards. So we see a Salon in there. Let's see what other cards he has in there. So a bunch of Dark and 2 Steel. So my opponent doesn't have a supporter besides a Salon. But Salon lets you search your deck for 3 energy cards. So we'll get 3. And we'll just pass. That's all we can really do. Next time we get Juniper Way 4 Lightnings. Oh, I probably should attach the Lightning to Smeargle. Just not thinking right now. I'm sorry about that. I was just thinking like if we have Sky Arrow, we don't have to worry about that. So we see a Salon, which does let you search your deck for 3 basic energy cards, put them in your hand, as you just saw. That's what I just did. Oops, sorry. Keep clicking the wrong thing. So, ambush, 10 damage to the coin, 10 more. So we see flip heads to do 20. So we get a Zekrom. We'll put an energy on Zekrom. Maybe we can turn Outreach for a knockout. We'll put a plus power down. Plus power, I don't think I went over this. Sorry, I might have skipped it. But plus power, during this turn, your Pokemon actives do 10 more damage. So, here are Juniper discarding all these Lightning. We do have a switch. Here we'll Portrait just to see what my opponent has. So my opponent just has a bunch of energies and a Sparkling Robe. Okay. We'll Juniper away. Or we'll Juniper away Super Rod and Shaman. I don't think those are going to be needed. We're going to discard my hand regardless to get a knockout this turn. And I think getting a knockout would be pretty good. And that way if Evital attacks me, we can kind of knock it out back with an Outrage. So here we get an Eelektrik down. We'll Junk Arm these 2. Keep the random seed from my hand like I said. We'll probably just end up playing it too. And I'll get a switch here. And we do get the Dynamotor this turn. Dynamotor on to the Zekrom. Play this switch. We'll play the random receiver just in case he ends me. We'll have one in the discard pile. So we do get a Juniper for the next turn. And here I'll just Outrage for 30 times 2, 60, knocking out the Murkrow. Take our first prize, which is drawn to the Max Potion. I guess we could Max Potion the Smeargle if we need to. Now here's when this hyper hypnosis come into play, which when you touch energy to it, it automatically puts me to sleep. We see Sparkling Robe, which makes it where I'm not affected by special conditions, but I do wake up, which is pretty good. Here we get a dual ball, flip it 2 coins, and we get 1 hands out of 2. We'll start getting a Mewtwo. We'll try to knock out this Malamar. So we'll put the Mewtwo down. I guess we'll max potion the Smeargle, and we'll just Juniper. We do get a DCE, another Dynamotor down. I guess maybe I should have grabbed another Electric so we can use Dynamotor more this turn, but that's okay. And here I'll just Outrage for 20. And the next turn we can, is he weak resistant to Psychic? Yeah, he is. So it's being kind of hard to knock out this Malamar, but here we see a Cabalion come down. Here we see another Hyper Hypnosis coming down to put my Zekrom to sleep. And here we see a Maximar just doing 60. Do we wake up? Oh, we don't wake up, but we do have the switch, which is pretty good. And we can switch back into Zekrom if we need to. So right now, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we're doing 80 right now. We're doing 100. We'll play switch, and we'll probably just Professor Oaks. And we do get the Sky Arrow, so we can retreat if we need to. Here we'll dual ball. We need to hit 1 heads at least. Start getting another Dynamo. We get 1 for 1 once again. I've been flipping 1 for 1 a lot. So we'll put down the Dynamo. We'll Portrait here, just trying to see what my opponent has. I don't think he just has energies. I think that's all he has. It's just straight energies. Yeah, just all energies. Oh, and an Aggron. Okay. This is unlimited, so I'm not really sure what we'll play against. Let's see. I think we're just going to Outrage for 80. Yeah. And the next turn we can just Eva Ball for Eva Ball, but X Ball for knockout. And if he does knock me out, we do get 2 Lightnings in discard, and we can't stand with Smeargle. The Skyro Bridge, like I said, does give us kind of free retreat. 1 less retreat cost for all basic Pokemon. Now the Maximar did kind of scare me because Maximar can do 180 damage for 3 energies. There we see another energy going to the Malamar, put me to sleep, and there we see another flip for 60, and actually stay alive. So I'm actually going to keep this. Oh, and there we see a concession from my opponent. My opponent realizes that he couldn't knock out the Zekrom. The Zekrom can start swinging 140 to kind of knock out whatever he needs. And we will play 1 more game. That game was kind of short. We didn't see real power. We just kind of saw a little glimpse of the deck, and we'll play another game and see what it's like. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we're playing against Nanook HR, playing a Lightning, Psychic, and Water. Tails. I didn't even see if I could. I guess he gets to go first. So we start Dynamo, not the best starter. I mean, it's okay. Well, this thing kind of stinks. We'll attach a Lightning here, and we'll just Juniper. So we get a Smeargle, and I'm actually gonna retreat to the Smeargle before I put that on the Skyro Bridge. So here we'll Portrait. See what my opponent has. My opponent doesn't have anything right now, so we see a Rock Guard and a bunch of energies. Alright, and we didn't play any item cards we really replay, so we'll just end my turn. Hopefully we can draw into dual ball, maybe try to dual ball into a Mewtwo. Here we see a Rock Guard going onto the Chandler. Rock Guard does make it where put 6 damage on the Pokemon that attacks you. So. And here we see Curse Drop, which puts 4 damage counters anyway. We see all 4 going onto the Dynamo. And here I'll Professor Oaks. My opponent didn't have anything last turn, and that is a bunch of cards that we don't need. Here we'll Portrait again, see what my opponent has. With T-Flare Gun, that works. So we get T-Flare Gun and energy off my opponent. And question is, do I want to Tail Wrap or not? We're not in the best position. We need to draw any dual balls or anything. I think we'll just end my turn. Dynamo will probably go down. Just because, I mean, couldn't drop another bitch Pokemon, but here we see another Curse Drop putting 4 onto this Dynamo. Bye bye Dynamo. And we're in a pretty bad spot if we can draw onto Mewtwo. Man, alright, we'll end here and see what happens. Well, bad thing about Portrait is my opponent has a Juniper, we lose all these cards. So we'll end here. We do get a Mewtwo, we get a dual ball. And let's get another Tynamo. There's one. So we do have one prize, and that's okay. We'll put down the lighting on Mewtwo, put the Tynamo down, and then Hero Portrait. See what my opponent has. So we see Professor Oak. Oh, very nice. And this is the power of Smeargle and how you can just kind of keep going. Do we want to put down the Zekrom? Yeah, put down the Zekrom. And here we'll retreat to this Smeargle, and we actually Portrait again. And we know he has the Oak in there, so we use the Oak again. Very nice. Alright. And let's see here. Do I want to like, I could Junk Arm. We'll keep it. Not really sure if that's the correct play or not, but we'll see what happens. So see another we see Blade Energy going to this Chandelier. This Tynamo is probably going to go down. But once that happens, can we knock out the Chandelier next turn? I'm not 100% sure. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120. I don't think there's a real way we can do this. We need to draw into our Super Rod. That's what we really need. We do have one Tynamo prize, which is going to hurt us a lot. We'll put the Mewtwo down. We'll level ball. Yeah, so like I said, we don't have any Tynamos left. We have 3 Electrics. Well, I probably should have searched my deck to see if there was a Super Rod in there. Hero Portrait, we know he does have the Pokemon Professor Oak's New Theory. He didn't play it last turn. Where's he have a Eelektrik and a Keldeo? It's kind of weird that my opponent didn't play any of that stuff. I don't think we saw it last time. Nothing really that we need. We'll just retreat again. Like I said, I'm just kind of trying to search to see if I have Super Rod. I don't even know if Super Rod's in the deck or not. Probably should have saved a spot for the Super Rod, but I didn't do that. Not really me thinking. And 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. What does it end my turn? We'll see what my opponent does. So we see another energy going to this Chandelier. My opponent plays the Professor Oak's New Theory. It's kind of weird that he didn't drop in the Pokemon. If we can knock out this Chandelier next turn, we kind of just win. He did use Eerie Glow, which is the 70 straight up. But he was sending up Smeargle. So now right now we can do, let's see here, we can do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. So all we need now is a plus power. We actually knock him out. So Hero Portrait. We have a Professor Oak's New Theory. Once again, my opponent has a Mewtwo and he didn't drop it. That is a risky play. Oh, we whiff really hard. Oh, but we haven't played a support yet either. Alright, so I guess we'll just Juniper here. Part of me wants to random receiver, but I always hate random receiver and shuffle my top cards. But we'll random receiver what happens. So what? Oh, okay, we only see those 2 cards. And here we'll Juniper. I got confused. I was like, why did he show me those cards? But we'll Juniper here, see what happens. We just need plus power to win. Do we have one of the discard pile? And we do! Alright. If I did my math right, this is a knockout. Like I said, it's kind of confusing. The opponent didn't play a supporter. I think this knockout would be really bad if it's not. I'm not going to do the math wrong. But yeah, we see a Mewtwo knocking out Chandelier, and then we see a victory. Kind of weird the opponent didn't drop another Pokemon. I feel like if he did, we might have would have lost that game. But I don't know. See the power of the deck. You saw how to Smeargle can kind of use Portrait twice. We didn't see Electric power up any Mewtwo's that game, but we did see it in the first game. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Like I said, next week we will start putting I'll try to get some Worlds decks this weekend if I go to my friend's house or not. I'm not 100% sure if I am or not, but if I do, I'll record some games and we'll start putting Worlds decks back up on here. Hopefully I'll be better this time around. I am starting getting better with them. I do play them almost every week. I just haven't been recording to try to practice more. But thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like I said, we are at 300, and hopefully one day we'll get to 500, maybe 1,000. I don't know. See how far this takes us. But have a great day, and alrighty, bye.